Hey, folks. Hey, what's happening, Roland? Well, today's Friday. Today's Friday for the Friday update. And right now, it is the third week, or coming up on the third week. It's actually the end of the second week of April. And boy, it's been a good week. We had some big, terrific wins last week, and we caught some big 8, 9, 10 pound fish. Then I had to go to Oklahoma. I had to go with Jimmy Houston, and we had to go do a big commercial thing with Spike It products. We got this brand new thing that we have. It enhances the forward-facing sonar signal, and what it is, it kind of lights it up. So when you make your cast with your lure and you're on forward-facing sonar and you're looking at the screen, you can see the lure, and you can of course see the fish and see the structure that you're fishing. But anyway, Don Rollins is the president of Spike It Corporation. He had us go out there to do a field test, do some YouTube videos, and actually do some commercial filming out with Jimmy out on his lake in Oklahoma. So that was kind of took me out of the action for a couple of days. But the day before I left, hey, we had a big day. We caught a 9 pound bass, and I couldn't wait to get back. I finally got back after the trip with Jimmy after 2 days, and I met up with these couple guys. This is Rick Mogget, and Rick, Rick, I tell you what, I just want to tell you, of all the guys that I've fished with for the last 3 or 4 years, we've had how many trips have we had together? 4 or 5. Anyway,
a bit of that.
The first trip we had a 10 pounder. The last trip before this, you had an 11 pounder. Rick had an 11 pound bass. And then yesterday, this man is holding the camera. Just want to show you this guy right here. Hey, oh man, this is Rick's son, and this is
Josh.
Josh. Yeah, Josh. I keep forgetting Josh. Josh, what'd you catch yesterday?
10-3.
A 10-3.
Yeah.
Josh is a real good fisherman. I tell you, both these guys. There's a reason for these guys catching fish. And let me just tell you the basic reason. Number one, they're both real good fishermen. Josh, I keep forgetting his name. I fished with him the last time you were here. He caught an 8.6.
Yep.
So he had his personal best then. And then yesterday he topped that with a 10-3. So anyway, we've had some big fish. But the thing is, hey, they're setting the hook good. They're casting good. And there's a lot more to catching fish than just that. And there's a lot more than just catching shiners. You got to kind of research the time that you come, and that you guys, you've really kind of been at the best times. Yeah. Some really good times when they're spawning, like just before the full moon, for example, and that kind of thing. And then yesterday and today, even today, I'll have to admit this, we had, let's see, Josh caught a 7 pounder.
Yep.
And that started off pretty good. You caught a couple in the 5 pound class. So it wasn't quite as good a day today as it was yesterday. Yesterday, I don't know, we caught, 40 bass or something. We went through 8 or 9 dozen shiners, and today we had 10 dozen shiners. We're almost out of shiners. So we're having a lot of bites. Out of 10 dozen shiners, that's over 100 shiners. We've had a bite on almost every one of them. So it's been really a profitable week. Now, we're fishing shiners 2 ways right now. We're fishing them on a float, like you see, on about a 4 or 5 foot float. These happen to be spinning rods, and a spinning rod's all right as long as you have heavy enough braid. One of the problems that people have when they want to shiner fish, they think they can get by with too light a line. This is 50-pound braid, so you can really, with this rod, if I need to, I can really put this pressure on. This is an Old Salty, my favorite. It's a number 5000 series reel. It's got plenty of heavy drag. Look at that. The drag is, I don't know, quite a bit. You can horse them out of this water here. Now, if I were going to fish some real heavy hyacinths, real heavy cover, there's another rod I have, and that is these reels here and rods have 65-pound braid. It's another favorite rod, but if I'm fishing the heavy hyacinths and the heavy reeds and the heavy shoreline stuff, I'm going to use that 65-pound braid. We're also using braid is so good because it's just so responsive. You feel the strike and you can horse them out of stuff, and it cuts through the grass and hydrilla. There's a lot of hydrilla here, and the braid just kind of cuts through it like a knife. We're using these circle hooks. These are kind of like an octopus hook, and 4/0 and even 6/0, and some of the bigger ones. And our shiners we have are all different sizes. We've caught shiner fish today. We've caught little bass on shiners and big bass. You never know what size shiner you're going to have. Oh, by the way, how many minutes is that?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, it's a little bit short. Anyway, tomorrow. Okay, now watch Rich. That's how far you can cast. You can throw a spinning rod so well. It's just so easy to do. Now this particular spot we're in right now, it's a lot of hydrilla in this lake, and so my pattern is basically finding a spot that's fairly devoid of hydrilla. You notice down here I can almost see the bottom in some places you can, and it's almost an open area scenario. And it's hard to find these open holes, but I have to go look for them. There's another way of fishing. You notice Rick has a big worm. It's a big swimming worm. Now that's another whole thing. We've caught fish on that. Also, we threw spinnerbaits and chatterbaits today, and Rick caught you caught a nice little 3-pounder on this chatterbait, and that's another pattern that's working real good. The big fish, however, are going to be coming probably on a shiner. With these 3/8 ounce to 1/2 ounce chatterbaits, that's definitely a program. And again, I'm throwing it on 50-pound braid, and it's a basic retrieve. Is just here in the grass flats is just making a long cast and just reeling it along, just kind of just slow rolling it, just kind of like you would a spinnerbait, and it's not much different than a spinnerbait. So anyway, that's some of the choices we have right now for catching fish. It's really a big bite right now. You know, people think that, well, you come down to Florida, it needs to be the wintertime. Actually, our best fish are right now. I mean, we're catching beautiful bass right now. We've had 2 or 3 over 9 pounds this week. Had that 10-pounder yesterday. So we're having some beautiful bass being caught. And here it is, April, the middle of April. What's one down? There's one down. Okay, there's one down. He's got one down. Okay, Rick. Show him how to do it. Show him what to do. Oh, you got him, son. He's got something. Oh, he missed him. Daggone. Rick missed him. Did he got him? No, he missed him. Throw it back out there. See if you can't get him. That was a good one. Well, you don't get them all. Get some, miss some, and lose some. Uh-oh. That thing's probably all messed up. Now, that might take a knife to get that all out. I don't know how to get. I can't get that. My eyes aren't good enough. We'll sort that out in a minute and try to get back out there with another shiner. But anyway, folks, it's really been an exciting week. I just want to tell you that if you want to come down to Florida, you don't have to just think about the wintertime. I mean, this is the middle of the spring, middle of April, and it's really a great time to fish. But anyway, that's what's happening in my world. Listen, I have a lot of advertisers. I have O'Reilly, and of course, I talked about the spiking products that we're doing some film work with, and of course, Bass Pro Shop, and O'Reilly's, of course. This is an O'Reilly wrap boat, by the way, and they've been great people. So if you would just hit that likes button and just show everybody that's just such a great deal. And thanks for watching, and hey, we'll see you again soon.